I'm getting ready for work, but I just got off the phone with one of my nanny friends, and I'm very proud of her. So let me tell y'all what had happened. It might be a little long, but let me tell y'all what had happened. Okay, so she just got back from her maternity leave. She's been back at work probably like 6 weeks now. Now, she said about 2 weeks ago, the mom asked her if she was willing to sell some of her breast milk to her because her trainer said that it's great protein. She said, no, I'm not interested. She said the lady asked her like 3 or 4 different times, and she was like, no, I'm not interested. She said, because it's just, that just sound nasty to me. You can go to the store and buy protein. She said, so I was like, no, I'm just not interested. She said, and spiritually, no. She was like, you got something that came from my body. No, I'm not doing it. So she said the other day, and when I'm saying the other day, I'm probably last week because I just talked to her. So she was like, the other day, she came downstairs and the mom was drinking her breast milk from the container that after she finished pump, she's put everything in a container in the refrigerator. She said that the mom was drinking from it. She said, and she startled her so much that she dropped the whole thing. She said, Q, there was like 8 ounces of breast milk in there. I said, I would have beat her ass. I ain't even gonna lie. Liquid gold? You playing with my liquid gold? No, I gotta beat your ass. That's just, it gotta happen. So she said she was so pissed off. She said that she just went back upstairs and the lady was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'll pay you for it. I'm so sorry. She told her, I think I'm just going to go home early for the day. And she was like, well, that's not a reason to go home early because I spilled some of your breast milk. It's just breast milk. You can make more. It's not a reason to go home. She said, yeah, I think I need to go home. So she said she, just grabbed her stuff. She didn't even listen to what the lady said. She just grabbed her stuff. She texted her husband, told him what was happening, and she went home. The husband later on sent a text to her and the wife and was like, I apologize for what happened. It'll never happen again. And, accept my apology on my wife's behalf. So she said the wife had been acting real, funny towards her. She said she didn't care. She said that she started talking to other people in the neighborhood, other nannies in the neighborhood, asking them if they knew of a nanny job. And one of the nannies was like, yeah, my family is actually looking for a nanny because I live so far and it's becoming a hassle. And she was like, really? I live 20 minutes from here. She was like, I live an hour and 40. And she was like, it's becoming where it's not worth it because I'm spending more money in gas. And she was like, if you want, you can come over and meet them. She said, Q, I met with them. Everything was perfect. I told them who I worked for. And when I told them who I worked for, she said, the wife looked at me and said, you're hired and I'm paying you XYZ. And she said, not only is the lady hiring me because she don't like my boss, she's also making sure to give me more money. And the lady told her, if you need to bring your baby to work, let us know. We're okay with it. She said, Q, I would have never put myself out there like that. She said, but you have been like speaking life into me and telling me that I'm worth standing up for myself. I'm always tell a nanny to stand up for themselves. Don't let people walk over you. You got to get out of that fear. We'll stand up for everybody else but ourselves, and we got to get out of that. It's okay. Stand up for yourself. You can stand up for yourself, still be respectful, and not be afraid to lose that job, because if they get upset that you're speaking up for yourself, that wasn't the job for you anyway. So she said, she said that when she went to work to tell them that she was actually quitting, she told them that she was quitting. She no longer respected the mom and she couldn't work for a family she doesn't respect. She said, the fact that you are okay with taking food out of my child's mouth, she said, it just rubs me the wrong way. I would never do anything to harm your child, but you decided that it was more important for you to have protein than for my child to eat. And she said, I can't do it. The husband was like, I understand. She was wrong. She feels that her privilege allows her to do whatever she wants. And I keep telling her, your privilege it isn't what you think it is. So she was like, it is what it is. The husband said, and if you need a letter of recommendation, I have no problem with doing it. And the wife was like, I just still don't think it's a big deal. It's not like she can't make more, blah, 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 blah. So the wife walked out of the meeting. Her and the husband talked. The husband gave her a bonus and I'm sorry. $1,500 and said that it was coming from his wife's account because he looked it up, and that is how much 10 ounces of fresh breast milk is. $1,500. I don't know if it's true or not. I'm just telling you what the lady told me. I said, damn, look at God. Hey, man, damn. So me and her laughing and talking. She said, Q, you want to know, I found out why they hired me on the spot. I was like, why? She's like, well, my boss tried to talk to my new family's husband, and the husband came straight home and told his wife. The wife went right over there and knocked on the door and told her, don't ever play in my husband's face like that again. He told me what you said. I saw the text message that you sent him. And he even said in the text message, I am married. I am happily married. There's nothing that you could give me that my wife doesn't already give me. And she got upset and said, I bet your wife can't give you, and started sending him explicit pictures. So that wife went over there and cussed her out. She said, and with all of the commotion, her husband heard it. Her old family. The husband heard it and asked what was going on, and her new family showed the husband the stuff. She said, so I think she just hired me to be petty, but it don't matter because I'm making way more money. She said, and I got them to do an agreement. Period, Paul. But I just wanted to tell y'all that. Happy Tuesday.